Nintendo.
Nintendo!
That has nothing to do with what you were talking
It has nothing to do with anything. Nintendo's not even like...
Okay, you're talking about consoles.
Yeah. But
You're talking about Microsoft.
I'm talking about actual consoles.
Nintendo's a Microsoft.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nintendo is a Microsoft. Hey yo, what is up, YouTube? It's been a long time no talk, but I'm back and I've got some incredible news that we were not able to cover on Too Much Sugar. Earlier today, Microsoft made a crazy announcement. In my personal opinion, this announcement is going to be something that completely and finally ends the console war. Now you're probably like, no, what are you talking about? The console war is not ending anytime soon. Viva Xbox, Viva PlayStation, whatever. But what was announced earlier today, and what is blowing up the entire internet, that Microsoft has officially announced that they are going to be making the games that run on their console compatible cross-network with PlayStation Network and PC. Now what that means for gamers is that if you own an Xbox One and that you buy a game on your Xbox One, such as Rocket League, that you will actually be able to connect and play with other people who do not own an Xbox One if they own Rocket League on either PC or PS4. Now what this means is that no matter what kind of a fanboy you are, you no longer have to argue with your friends on which console they should buy when it comes time to picking a console. That means that all of my friends who own Xbox Ones because they were obsessed with Xbox back in the 360 generation will be able to play with me on my PlayStation 4.
Got excited there.
It means that if I get a game on the PlayStation 4 that I'd like to play with my friends...
You have no friends. You only have me, it's okay.
What this means is we can finally put the pity squabbles to rest. You like PlayStation? Get PlayStation. You like Xbox? Get Xbox. But either way, we'll all be able to play together, and that's what really matters at the end of the day. Also, can you imagine a company that's currently developing a game, and instead of having to worry about running servers on both Xbox and PlayStation, they'll just be able to run central servers for everybody to run off of? A perfect example is something like Destiny, where Xbox players could only play with Xbox players, PS4 players could only play with PS4 players, and when you create a clan in Destiny, it's specific to whichever console you own the game on. Now instead, we'd have global clans, which is pretty cool because you're not going to have to break your head on, oh, which console should I buy it for, depending on if you have both consoles. Personally, I have the Xbox One and the PS4, but I own something like 4 titles. 4 titles. Yeah, 4 titles.
Those are 3 fingers.
I'm fully aware. Thank you for that. I own 4 titles on the Xbox One, and I own something like 20 or 30 on the PS4. So obviously when it comes time to picking a console, my console of choice is the PlayStation 4. But the prospect and the idea of being able to potentially play with my friends cross-console is pretty exciting. Now with Microsoft having recently announced the fact that they are consolidating their OSs onto one platform, and that buying one game for Xbox means you also have it on PC and vice versa, this might finally mean a unification of all systems. But now what does this mean for competition between PlayStation and Xbox? With this move, Microsoft has potentially told everybody, hey, get an Xbox One and you'll still be able to play with your PS4 friends. So the smart move would be for Sony to decide, hey, by the way, we're going to do the exact same thing, and if you decide that you get a PlayStation 4, you can also play with your friends on Xbox. The only weak spot I can see in this plan here is that technically the decision is going to come down to the developer side of things. Until there is a widespread support from developers, we will not be seeing a real change for sure. For the moment though, I would like to stay optimistic about this, because even though I am a huge Sony fan, I would still like to be able to play with the most friends that I can. Whether or not I can add them as friends, whether or not that means I'm going to have a Xbox friends and PlayStation friends list on my PlayStation, these are all things that could be really awesome to explore for both companies. Time will truly tell, and we will know one day what the reality is of the situation. Apart from that, Too Much Sugar Films has officially partnered with Manson Design Clothing. As you can see, they make awesome stuff, awesome swag for our company. And we also partnered up with Gamers Giveaway, and they give away an awesome game every week, sometimes for different consoles. At this current moment, they're giving away, if I'm not mistaken, it is The Division, Ubisoft's The Division for PlayStation 4. So you should definitely go check them out. What I can do is I can leave the link down in the description below for both of those awesome companies. I guess that's it for this vlog. See you guys soon. Peace out, YouTube. Tinder dates you've been on. So I figured it's not such a terrible idea, and so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So what I will do is tell you guys about 2 dates in particular, because I don't want to start getting into all the bad Tinder dates I've been on. I've been on a few. And I'll talk about one of the weirdest and one of the craziest